are going to talk about something that is, as I said before, very, very important. Cecile von Steenberg is from Pinterest. She's Vice President International Pinterest, and she's going to be talking to Patrick Swientek. They are going to be talking about how we can bring brands, product, and consumer behavior together and cover both ends. They're going to show how lost intent, meaning abandoned carts, and pauses aren't dead ends, and how we can focus on keeping people engaged in and on our websites. It's great to have them here, and we are going to start by saying hello to Cecile von Steenberg, and then she's going to be saying hello to Patrick later on. So I've done a lot of talking now. I'm going to stop, but I'm going to ask you, even though it's already late on this Wednesday afternoon, to put your hands together and make a lot of noise for our next guest on stage, Cecile von Steenberg. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Emily.
Have fun.
Good afternoon, everyone. Did you know that since this morning, you've already made 15,000 decisions? Let's rewind to when you woke up. First decision, get up or snooze? Oof, that's a tough one. Then, what am I going to wear today? Fast forward to when you entered this room. Where shall I sit? In the front, in the back, in the middle? Well, thankfully, I didn't have to do that one, to make that one. Just told me to go on stage. Now, by show of hands, who has ever felt overwhelmed by the amount of decisions we make every day? Looks like I'm not the only one. Research from the University of Cambridge has concluded that we make about 35,000 decisions every single day. Can we just pause for a second? 35,000 decisions. No wonder it's overwhelming. We make decisions all the time, especially when shopping. So let's take a moment. Can you think about the last item you bought online? You have it? All right. Let's imagine it's a shirt. You go online, you're scrolling, you found a shirt that you really like. You put it in your shopping basket, and then just before you pay, you pause. What if there is a better fit or a better color? So you go right back into more scrolling and more comparing. So many choices, it becomes overwhelming. Now, that pause, that moment of indecision, is what we like to call FOBO, or the fear of better options. As an advertiser, you actually work so hard to acquire new customers. You bring them to your website, they choose an item, they put it in their cart, and then they pause. At an industry level, 70% of online shopping carts are being abandoned. And that figure has not changed in about 10 years. Now, the industry has worked really hard to capture that lost spend, from reducing friction at checkout to providing better shipping options. And yet, that 70% still remains. So, if friction was truly the problem, it would have been solved by now. New customers are not leaving because of a bad shopping experience. They're dropping out because they're just not ready to decide. It is not a checkout problem. It is a confidence problem. And how do we solve for confidence? Through knowledge. Knowledge about what your customers really like. Actually, 75% of shoppers say that narrowing down their choices lead to more confident decisions. And building confidence is what your customers are doing on their Pinterest boards. Think of boards as visual collections where users save themes that matter to them. On their boards, people collect, compare, they revisit their ideas, bringing a curation mindset to every step. Let me give you an example. My daughter recently started university. Like any university dorm, I'm sure you all remember, the walls were pretty bare. So together we turned to Pinterest to create a space that feels like home away from home. From literally wall decorations to nice lamps, even matching bedspread. She captured her vision with shoppable images on her Pinterest board. And now she has a cozy room where she will hopefully spend a lot of time studying. When people can see their ideas on their Pinterest boards, they can truly picture how it all fits together and move forward with confidence. This is the power of Pinterest. People come with intent to discover and to be inspired, to plan, and ultimately to shop. In fact, items saved on Pinterest boards are twice as likely to be bought. Imagine your products on those boards. At Pinterest, we believe that curation is the key to building confidence and reducing that fear of better options. So let's go back to that 70% cart abandonment. As advertisers, let's turn that moment of indecision, we all know it exists, let's turn that moment of indecision into an opportunity. How can Pinterest help you build your customers' confidence? By decoding what they're looking for, using curation and visual discovery. And it works. 39% of Gen Zs start their search on Pinterest. Why? Because Pinterest knows what they're looking for, even when they don't have the words to describe it. Our AI-powered visual search allows people to decode what they love in an image, its color, its vibe, its style. Think of it like mapping the DNA of an image. And that is why people often tell us, Pinterest just gets me. We have over 500 million of monthly active users worldwide. They are not passively scrolling, they are actively exploring. When on Pinterest, people scroll ads 1.5 times slower than on any other platform. Ads are not distraction, they are content. So as a close, let me bring you right back to where we started. We make about 35,000 decisions a day, especially when shopping. And that fear of better options leads to 70% of cart abandonment. So here's the one thing for you to take away. Turn that moment of indecision into an opportunity. Use the power of Pinterest curation to increase your customer confidence. And now, let's hear a real example of how an amazing brand like Danone partnered with Pinterest. It is my pleasure to welcome Patrick to the stage. Oops. Hello, Patrick.
Nice to see you. Thank you.
How are you since earlier today?
Still good.
Still good?
But very impressed by your presentation, your keynote. You nailed it.
Thank you. Let's have a little bit of a chat just among ourselves. We're going to pretend we're having a little coffee over here. So when we spoke earlier, you mentioned you're an avid user of Pinterest. Can you tell us more?
I need to admit I am actually, specifically at the moment, because my wife and we plan to redo our house. So I created boards for every room in the house and shared with her. We both pin our inspirations on there and then we discuss. But I need to admit, she always wins, so it's a bit pointless for me.
Okay, we're not going to poll the audience of does that happen in every household. But I'm delighted that you're both liking what you're choosing.
We do.
So, I'm going to switch and wearing your Danone hat, what made you spend your advertising dollars on a platform that is aligning with what you personally value, as you just told us?
Yeah. I think it's exactly the behavior that I just described. It's not exclusive to myself or my wife. There are millions of users on your platform doing exactly this. And with your keynote, you nailed it. You said they are taking decisions or not taking decisions beforehand. I think they're coming with a specific need and intent. This is a huge opportunity for us as advertisers to tap into that. Because if you usually talk to an FMCG marketeer, they will say, well, I need fast net reach, build it up, right? Broadcasting my message. And here, what they neglect is the real receptivity advantage that we have on the platform. Because if I come through the lens of a specific need, I as a brand and you as a platform, we can solve attention together. Attention spent smaller, shorter. People seeking actually for solutions, we can provide them. So that's where, from an advertiser's point of view, I see a real benefit using the platform.
All right, thank you for sharing that. I'm going to take you into a different direction. For me, Danone is literally, it feels like a staple. It's a brand that you grow up with and then you pass it on to your children. I know it's true for me. I know it's true for many of us in the room and actually millions of households. Can you tell us what Danone stands for and what's driving you forward today?
The short version is we want to bring health through food to as many people as possible. And that's not just a claim. It started back then with our famous CEO, Antoine Riboud, in the 70s, having the famous speech about the dual projet. And this is where we really changed our portfolio over time to enable healthier choices for the people. And this is what drives us. It's in our DNA.
It is like mapping the DNA of an image. So if we go from there to think about like the way people are searching today, we're just talking about it. We know our own behaviors as users, like you said. Not the way people are searching and finding products today has evolved. It's different. So from your point of view, what do consumers now expect? And how do you see a platform like Pinterest help you connect more meaningfully with your customers?
Yes. So my deep conviction is that consumers expect more than just a great product. I think that's the basis. It needs to be a great tasting product and needs to be healthy for some of them. But they want orientation. Because brands are there to give them orientation. It's a shortcut, in a mental shortcut way. Right? Yeah. And this is what they demand, actually. So for us, using Pinterest is a natural fit because people come there with a specific need. I want to change my nutrition. I want to be healthier. I want to have a balanced lifestyle. And your platform gives us the opportunity to tap right into that context. And not only with our products, but with holistic solutions like recipes. I think we've seen an ad in your keynote presentation. It feels pretty natural. Yeah. It was not like an ad. It was pretty contextual, relevant. And if you are contextually relevant, people connect you towards their solution. So if we are able to show Alpro, and for people that search for a healthy breakfast solution, they connect it. And next time they go on shelf, they will choose most likely Alpro.
And Danone is delivering on that promise of being good taste and healthy. Yeah. Okay, I would love to actually dive into the details. Who doesn't like to go into more details? You've seen great success with your Alpro campaign on Pinterest. Can you share more with us? Like, how did you come up with it, and how is this helping you?
Yes. So first of all, we did work together with your team, and we created, with our partners, the media agencies and also research institutes, a plot where we are able to measure our success not only on the brand health, in the sense of how do we build our brand, but also on the real offline sales impact that we can generate together. That's based on the idea actually that I just shared, that your platform offers. You offer actually contextual, relevant targeting opportunities for us, but at the same time you provide us with insights, because you have all those insights of the people on your platform. We can already identify what are the big trends. Yep. So if we cater to them, and we did in this campaign together, we are able to achieve these results. I'm not going to read out the numbers out loud, but it is, I think, worth pointing out that we managed to get under the top 20% in whole Europe and Middle East of all food and beverages campaign with the sales lift that we achieved here. And that is very impressive.
I agree with you. It is very impressive, and that's what we can do, the power of doing this together.
Exactly.
All right, so thank you for sharing that, and hopefully it gives everyone a little bit of an insight of what reality looks like. Okay, maybe I'm going to close on this, but as we are moving forward, what excites you most about our partnership?
I think there's
other than doing more fireside chat, because that's what we do every day, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
We're signing up for this.
I'd like that.
We're signing up for it.
No, what excites me most, I think Pinterest has the opportunity for us to get actually an integral part of our brand ecosystems.
Yep.
So going beyond campaigns and broadcast advertising into being there with our solutions permanently as an always-on solution is something that excites me. And you see more and more of our brands popping up actually on the platform, not only for a campaign, but permanently being present. Yeah. And I think that is very interesting if we start thinking in ecosystems rather than just campaigns.
Yeah, loving that. I think that's a really good plan for a whole year ahead of us. Patrick, we can continue this for a long time.
I think so.
And pretend that it's just the two of us over here. But it was super insightful. Thank you for sharing that your knowledge with us. I'm looking forward to what we will accomplish together in 2026. This is going to bring us to a close, and I just wanted to thank you all for joining us today. Thank you.
Cecile van Steenberg and Patrick, thank you so much for being here, for your insights, and I love how you traveled around the whole the stage and made yourself feel at home. That's exactly how we want it here at the DMEXCO.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All the best for the future, and I hope to see you very soon again here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks a lot.